14 phrases that make a guy instantly fall for you. Did you know that words can create an unbreakable bond when spoken with the right intention? Think about it, how often has a single sentence completely changed the way you feel about someone? Words are more powerful than we realize. They have the ability to spark emotions, build connections, and leave a lasting impression, especially when they come from the heart. In relationships, words do so much more than communicate thoughts. They reveal our deepest emotions and intentions. The right phrase, said at the right moment, can make someone feel appreciated, valued, and genuinely understood. On an emotional level, words have the ability to reassure, uplift, and strengthen bonds. Psychologically, they create a sense of security, nurture trust, and make a person feel truly seen and cherished. It's not about saying things you don't mean or trying to manipulate someone's feelings. Instead, it's about being intentional and expressing what you truly feel in a way that resonates deeply. What's even more surprising is that some of the most impactful phrases are simple and easy to say. You make me feel safe. I'm proud of you. I admire how strong you are. These aren't just words, they are emotional anchors, affirmations that go straight to the heart. In this video, I'll share 14 phrases that can make a guy feel truly special. Some of them might surprise you, but each one has the potential to deepen your bond in ways you may not have imagined. Let's begin. Phrase number 1, I feel like I can be myself around you. These words may seem simple, but their emotional weight is immense. One of the deepest human desires is to feel accepted for who we truly are, without the need to wear a mask or pretend to be someone else. When you say this to someone, you're telling them that their presence creates a space of emotional safety, a place where you can let your guard down and just be yourself. This phrase works so well because it reassures him that he's not just liked or admired, but deeply trusted. It shows him that his energy, his personality, and his way of being allow you to feel completely comfortable and authentic. This kind of acceptance is rare, and hearing it from you will make him feel valued and appreciated on a profound level. Imagine saying this after a meaningful conversation or a moment when he's been especially understanding. Reflect on how easy it feels to talk to him, to share your thoughts without fear of judgment. By acknowledging the emotional safety he provides, you're reinforcing his sense of purpose in your relationship and deepening your connection. Phrase number 2, you make my life so much better just by being in it. This phrase carries an undeniable emotional depth because it highlights his importance in your world. At its core, it reassures him that his presence alone has a meaningful impact on your life. It's not about grand gestures or extraordinary actions, it's about the small, everyday moments where his existence brings light, comfort, and joy to your day. This phrase works because it taps into a fundamental human need, the desire to feel purposeful and valued. When you express how he makes your life better, you're giving him a sense of fulfillment and validation. It's a reminder that he is doing something right just by being himself, and that his presence matters to you in ways he may not even realize. Picture a casual moment, perhaps after he's shared a laugh with you or supported you during a rough patch. Saying this phrase during such times reinforces how much his energy positively affects you. It's not just a compliment, it's a heartfelt acknowledgement of his role in your happiness, and it strengthens the bond between you both. Phrase number 3, I've never met anyone who understands me like you do. This phrase carries a profound emotional weight because it speaks to his uniqueness and the deep connection you share. Everyone longs to feel understood, and when you acknowledge that he truly gets you, it reinforces the idea that your bond is special and irreplaceable. This phrase works because it appeals to his desire to stand out in your life. It's not just about listening to your words, it's about the way he interprets your feelings, supports your ideas, or resonates with your experiences. When you say this, you're telling him that he has a rare ability to connect with you on a level that others simply cannot. Use this phrase after a deep conversation where he has shown empathy or insight into your thoughts. For example, when he listens without judgment or offers advice that feels perfectly tailored to your emotions, take a moment to tell him how much his understanding means to you. By doing so, you'll make him feel valued, unique, and deeply connected to you. Phrase number 4, I trust you with my heart. Few phrases are as powerful as this one when it comes to building vulnerability and intimacy. Trust is the cornerstone of any strong relationship, and by saying this, you're opening yourself up and expressing a deep level of emotional reliance. It shows him that you feel safe enough to let your guard down and trust him with something as precious as your heart. This phrase works because it signals both vulnerability and confidence in his character. Trust is not given lightly, and when you convey this, you're telling him that he has earned a place in your life where you feel secure and emotionally supported. It reinforces his role as someone who matters profoundly to you. Imagine sharing this during a tender moment, like after he's comforted you during a difficult time or supported you in a meaningful way. Whether it's a quiet conversation or an emotionally charged situation, this phrase deepens the bond by highlighting the trust you've built together, making him feel truly significant in your life. Phrase number 5, you make me feel so safe and secure, even when everything feels uncertain. This phrase holds immense emotional depth because it speaks to a fundamental desire many men have, to provide stability and protection for the people they care about. By saying this, you're acknowledging not just his presence but the sense of calm and reassurance he brings to your life. This phrase works because it taps into his protective instincts, making him feel valued for his ability to create a safe emotional or physical space for you. It's not just about feeling safe in a literal sense, it's about knowing that he's someone you can rely on, even when life feels overwhelming or unpredictable. Consider saying this after he's been there for you during a challenging moment, like offering comfort after a tough day or helping you through a stressful situation. Reflect on how his words, actions, or simply his presence made you feel more grounded. This acknowledgement will deepen his sense of purpose in the relationship and strengthen the emotional connection between you. Phrase number 6, you inspire me to be a better version of myself. You inspire me to be a better version of myself. This phrase carries profound emotional significance because it highlights how his presence and mindset have a positive impact on your personal growth. When you say this, you're acknowledging that his actions, words, or values motivate you to reach for your own potential. It's a powerful compliment that speaks directly to his influence on your life. This phrase works because it appeals to his desire to make a meaningful difference, especially in your relationship. By recognizing his role in your self-improvement, you're reinforcing his sense of purpose and importance in your life. It's not just about admiring him, it's about showing how he inspires you to evolve and grow. Use this phrase after a moment when his perspective or actions have impacted you positively. For instance, if his determination, kindness, or ambition has encouraged you to take a leap of faith or change your outlook, let him know. This acknowledgement not only strengthens your bond but also shows that you deeply value his influence on your life. Phrase number 7, when I'm with you, everything feels right. This phrase exudes warmth and emotional harmony. It conveys that his presence brings balance to your world, even when life feels chaotic or unpredictable. By saying this, you're letting him know that he creates a comforting space where things seem to fall into place effortlessly. This phrase works because it taps into his role as a steady and positive force in your life. It reassures him that simply being with him makes you feel grounded and at peace. He doesn't need to do anything extraordinary, his presence alone is enough to bring you a sense of contentment and fulfillment. Imagine saying this during a quiet, romantic moment, like when you're enjoying a walk together, sitting in silence, or sharing a laugh. By expressing this feeling, you strengthen the emotional connection and validate the value of his presence in your life. It's a heartfelt way of saying, you're my calm in the storm. Phrase number 8, I admire how strong you are, even when things get tough. This phrase is incredibly impactful because it recognizes and validates his resilience. It's not just about physical strength, it's about his ability to handle challenges, stay composed, and move forward despite difficulties. This phrase works because it appeals to his desire to feel capable and respected. Everyone appreciates being seen for their inner strength, and by acknowledging this, you're reinforcing his confidence in his ability to face adversity. It also shows that you notice and admire the way he navigates through life's obstacles. Consider saying this after he's managed a difficult situation with grace, like solving a problem, staying calm under pressure, or offering support during a challenging time. By reflecting on how he handles these moments, you're not only validating his strength but also deepening the emotional connection between you. This admiration makes him feel valued and inspires even greater confidence in your relationship. Phrase number 9, I feel so lucky to have you in my life. These words carry immense emotional weight because they express gratitude and appreciation. Gratitude is a powerful tool in relationships. It reinforces emotional bonds by reminding someone of the value they bring to your life. When you tell him how lucky you feel to have him, you're making him aware of his unique place in your world. This phrase works because it strengthens his sense of purpose and belonging in your relationship. It's not about grand gestures, it's about acknowledging the small, everyday ways he makes your life better. By showing genuine appreciation, you nurture feelings of closeness and connection. Use this phrase during heartfelt conversations, like when you're reflecting on your relationship or after he's done something thoughtful. For example, imagine a quiet moment when you're reminiscing about how you met or discussing how he supports you. Telling him this will not only make him feel appreciated but also deepen your emotional bond, leaving him feeling truly cherished. Phrase number 10, you always know how to make me smile, even on the hardest days. This is a heartfelt acknowledgement of his ability to uplift you emotionally, even when life gets tough. It's not just about the humor or gestures, it's about how his presence and actions light up your world, no matter the circumstances. This phrase works because it validates his role as a source of positivity and comfort in your life. Everyone wants to feel like they can bring happiness to the people they care about, and this phrase reassures him that he succeeds in doing just that. Say this after he has cheered you up during a difficult time, whether through a joke, a kind word, or just being there to listen. Reflecting on how he makes you smile even in challenging moments strengthens the connection between you. It's a way of saying, you make everything better, and will leave him feeling deeply appreciated and valued. Phrase number 11, I love the way you think. Your mind is incredible. This phrase is a powerful compliment because it focuses on his intellect and the unique way he processes the world. Unlike physical compliments, which can feel fleeting, praising his mind goes deeper, showing that you admire the way he solves problems, generates ideas, or views situations. It tells him that you value his perspective and see him as someone extraordinary. This phrase works because it appeals to his desire to be recognized for more than surface-level qualities. It reassures him that his thoughts, creativity, and intelligence are not only noticed but deeply appreciated. Imagine using this phrase when he shares an innovative solution, an interesting idea, or simply a thoughtful observation. For instance, after a deep discussion or when he finds a clever way to approach a challenge, reflect on how much his perspective means to you. By recognizing his intellect, you make him feel respected, admired, and truly valued in a way that leaves a lasting impression. Phrase number 12, you make me feel seen and heard, like no one else ever has. This phrase is profoundly moving because it acknowledges the emotional connection he provides. It's not just about listening to your words, it's about the way he pays attention to your feelings, validates your thoughts, and understands you on a level that feels unparalleled. This phrase works because it highlights his attentiveness and emotional depth. Everyone wants to feel that their efforts to connect and understand are meaningful. When you say this, you're letting him know that his ability to truly see you makes him stand out in a way no one else has. Say this after a meaningful conversation or moment of support, like when he's actively listened to you vent, offered advice, or simply validated your emotions. Reflecting on how he makes you feel understood will reinforce his importance in your life. It's a phrase that deepens trust and strengthens your emotional bond, making him feel incredibly valued. Phrase number 13, I never thought I'd find someone who truly gets me, but then I met you. This phrase carries a sense of destiny, making it one of the most emotionally impactful things you can say. It reflects the uniqueness of your relationship and acknowledges that the connection you share feels extraordinary. It tells him that he has reached a level of understanding that you thought wasn't possible before. This phrase works because it appeals to his desire to be someone special in your life. It reassures him that he's not just a partner but someone who truly stands out, someone who sees you in ways others haven't. It creates a narrative of your bond being rare and almost meant to be. Imagine sharing this during a heartfelt conversation or reflecting on moments that have deepened your relationship. Let him know how his empathy, kindness, or insight makes him different. By expressing this, you not only make him feel unique but also reinforce the sense of intimacy and connection that makes your relationship truly special. Phrase number 14, being with you makes me feel like I'm home. This phrase is deeply evocative because it speaks to emotional security and belonging. It's not just about comfort, it's about feeling whole, grounded, and truly at peace when you're with him. It's a way of saying that his presence provides everything you need to feel safe and content. This phrase works because it taps into his role as your anchor, the person who brings stability and reassurance to your life. Everyone wants to feel like they are someone's safe haven, and by sharing this sentiment, you're letting him know how much he means to you. Use this phrase during quiet, intimate moments, like when you're sharing a cuddle, watching a movie, or enjoying a calm evening together. Reflect on how his presence makes the world feel less chaotic and more manageable. Saying this reinforces the emotional depth of your connection and makes him feel like an irreplaceable part of your life. The power of words lies in their ability to create genuine connections, and that's exactly what these 14 phrases are about. They're not just empty compliments or rehearsed lines, they're reflections of how you truly feel. Each phrase taps into emotions, builds trust, and strengthens the bond you share with someone special. Whether it's making him feel appreciated, understood, or simply loved, these words have the potential to deepen your connection in ways that actions alone sometimes can't. As you've seen, these phrases are easy to use, yet their impact can be profound. It's not about saying all 14 at once or trying to force the moment. It's about finding the right phrase that fits the situation and speaks from the heart. Think about how these words might brighten his day, boost his confidence, or make him feel truly seen. Why not start today? Choose one phrase and say it to someone who means a lot to you, your partner, a friend, or even a family member. Pay attention to their reaction and the way it deepens your connection. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these phrases resonates most with you? Is there one you've used before, or one you're excited to try? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video, share it with someone who needs to hear these tips, and subscribe for more insights like these. Until next time, let your words make a difference.